Hey Terra Nova, it's Christian. Hope you're having a great day today. I want to share with you a passage of scripture that I've been reflecting on for a few days, and it's encouraged me. I hope it encourages you. It comes from a letter written by one of the earliest followers of Jesus, a guy named John. By the way, same John that was the eyewitness account of Jesus in the Bystander series that we did. And he says this towards the end of this letter. He says, God is love. Now, that statement alone, we could just stop right there because that statement is revolutionary. By the way, at the time it was written, incredibly revolutionary. Brand new concept to much of humanity that God was a loving God. So he says, God is love. He goes on to say, when we take up permanent residence in a life of love, we live in God and God lives in us. This way, love has the run of the house, becomes at home and mature in us so that we're free of worry on Judgment Day. Our standing in the world is identical with Christ. There is no room in love for fear. Well-formed love banishes fear, since fear is crippling. A fearful life, fear of death, fear of judgment, is one not yet fully formed in love. Now, I love this passage for a few reasons. One, the whole God is love thing. We covered that, right? The second is that when fear comes, it reminds me that, as we've been talking about for weeks now, that it's my moment to lean into love and not into the fear. It's easy to lean into fear when we feel those feelings of fear coming on us. Oftentimes, I don't know if you've had this happen to you, but I'll feel afraid or worried or anxious, not really about anything, and my mind will start racing to figure out something to be worried about. That's wrong, okay? It happens to all of us, I hope. Maybe you can leave a comment on YouTube if it never happened to you, but it happens to me. So it's a reminder that fear and love are sort of like the opposite ends of the spectrum. And so when I feel those moments of fear coming on, the worry, the anxiety, that's my moment to turn the other direction and to lean into love. And how do you do that? Well, I think you do that honestly by loving well. I think you turn the love that God has placed in each of us outward. Who's in need right now? Who could use a phone call? Who could use a text or an email of encouragement? Who do you know that's in need that could use a grocery card or some groceries bought for them? Maybe an elderly person that lives near you. How are your school-age children's friends' parents doing? How are their families doing? Can you reach out to them? Who are the contacts in your contact list? Maybe you scroll through it and go, who could I love on today? When we lean into love, and by the way, when we take our focus off of ourselves, the fear just seems to just slip away. So I think that's the first thing. Lean into love and not into fear. The other thing it tells me is that fear always promises something bad is coming. Fear promises to be a dead end. Something, this is it. This is the end. You're going to die. You're going to fail. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your house. Fear always promises, by the way, it rarely delivers, but fear always promises something bad is coming. But love always promises that no matter what comes, love is on the other side of it. No matter what may happen, no matter if it's the coronavirus or a broken down car in your driveway that you don't know how to get fixed, love is on the other side of it. The one who made you, the one who made the universe and put everything in it, loves you. That settles everything. And that's why perfect love casts out fear. As we allow love to be formed in us by receiving God's love and by turning that love outward, it just pushes the fear out. So I want to encourage you today to remember that God is a loving God, to lean into love, and remember fear doesn't have the final say. On the other side of fear is a God who loves you. And I want to leave you with this song. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You've been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I didn't deserve it. Still you gave your life away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You've been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, still you paid it all for me. You've been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I didn't deserve it. Still you gave your life away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. And no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I didn't deserve it. Still you gave, oh, you gave your life away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love